You've sent this message. I've sent this message. We've all sent this message. And technically, you're right. It does depend. Sharding strategy depends on access patterns, write volume, the cost of a cross-shard join, whether your ORM can handle it without setting the building on fire. All true. But here's the pattern I want you to recognize. The engineers who say it depends and stop, there are the same engineers who get passed over for staff. The ones who get promoted say it depends and then keep talking. That second half is the entire job. By the end of this video, I'll give you a three-part structure that turns "it depends" from a verbal shrug into the most influential sentence in the room. Let's be precise about what's actually happening when you say "it depends" and trail off. You're doing the analysis in your head. You're weighing trade-offs. You're being intellectually honest, refusing to commit to an answer without context. All good instincts. The problem is nobody in the room can see any of that. From their seat, you sound like you don't have a point of view. And at staff and above, having a point of view is literally the job description. Go read any staff engineer ladder. Rent the runways is public, so is Dropboxes. The word judgment appears more than code. Same thing on the EM track. When your skip level asks, should we freeze hiring on the platform team? And you say it depends on Q3 roadmap. You've just handed the decision back to them. Congratulations. You've made yourself optional. So here's the structure. 3 parts. I call it anchor, branch, trigger. Anchor. State your default recommendation in one sentence, with the assumption baked in. Not it depends on traffic. Instead, assuming we stay under 10,000 writes per second, I'd vertically partition first. You've now given the room something to push against. That's a gift. Branch. Name the 2 or 3 forks where your answer changes. If writes spike past that, sharding by customer ID becomes worth the operational cost. If reads are the bottleneck, neither, we add a read replica. You've shown the decision tree without making everyone climb it themselves. Trigger. This is the one most senior engineers skip. Name the specific signal that would flip your recommendation. I'd revisit if P99 write latency crosses 200 milliseconds for 2 weeks running. Now, you're not just opinionated, you're falsifiable. That's the move. Look at the difference. Same engineer, same uncertainty, same intellectual honesty. But the second version is what gets quoted in the next architecture review when you're not in the room. These are real perf review phrases. The left one ends careers at the senior level. The right one is the staff promo packet. The technical skill underneath is often identical. The delivery is not. One caveat, because I know the comments are coming. There are genuine cases where "it depends, I need more data" is the correct answer, early in an incident, before you've read the RFC, when someone's asking you to commit to a number you don't have. Fine, but say that. I can't anchor until I see the access pattern breakdown. Can you share the query logs? That's still a recommendation. The recommendation is, don't decide yet. And here's what unblocks deciding. The meta point, your job above senior, is to compress uncertainty for other people. Every time you say "it depends" and stop, you've pushed that work back onto your manager, your PM, or a more junior engineer who's going to guess. Every time you give them anchor branch trigger, you've done the compression for them. That compounds. That's what gets noticed. Next video, I'm breaking down the second phrase that quietly costs senior engineers influence. I don't have strong feelings either way. Spoiler. You do. And saying you don't is worse than picking wrong. If you've got a recent Slack thread where you said "it depends" and trailed off, drop the question in the comments. I'll rewrite a few using anchor branch trigger in the pinned reply.